Unscripted Moments with Bukamina Cebekhulu. It's a podcast, yo. Welcome back to another episode, guys, of Unscripted Moments with myself, Bukamina Cebekhulu. Today, ngihamba with one of the most beautiful, kind-hearted human beings I have met personally. She was introduced to me, I think, 2015 or 2016. We were in KZN. And she showed me love and grace, and I thought we should bring her on this show and have conversations about the industry. Her name is Mmabatho Malinda, and she is a multi award winning makeup artist in film and television. She has worked as an HOD for various production companies. She has worked with Uzalo, Quindom, Empini, Mbango. The list goes on. There's a lot that she has done and with productions she has worked on. She's a graduate from AFTA, completed a Bachelor of Arts in Motion Pictures, majoring in costume and makeup. She is the owner of Scripted Faces. She's done so much for the industry, and we are here today to have a conversation with her about makeup and hair and just the behind the scenes of the entertainment industry and how it is for them, because we're always talking about actors and how hard it is and how difficult it is and how easy it is and how glamorous it is. But how is it for a makeup artist in this industry? Mabato, welcome.
Thank you for
How
having me.
are you?
I'm okay. I'm just listening to your intro and I'm like, no, it's a lot. But I am.
And I didn't even go in deeper
No, yeah,
because
yeah,
I
no.
should have gone in.
Yeah, yo. No, I'm humble. Thank you. I love the light you see me in. I love
Yes,
it. I love
yes.
it. Yeah.
Thank you. I could have, yes, my earring fell off. This is a podcast, so I'm putting it back on. So, I could have gone on and on and on because you've been in this industry for the longest time.
You're making me old, but
But
okay.
you're not. You are old in terms of your CV,
Okay.
but you're not old
True.
in terms of age.
Yeah, true.
You've been
True.
around, you've seen a lot, you've experienced. But before we even go into the industry itself, can we talk about Umabatho? The first question I ask everybody in this place when you sit on the chair: who is Umabatho? Where is Umabatho from? Do you have siblings? Do you have Nje? Who is Umabatho?
I think you've covered it. I'm joking.
No,
No.
I have not.
I'm joking. Thank you for that question.
Yes.
I think we barely get asked that question.
Mm.
Mmabatho Bukamina. Interesting. Mmabatho is a very shy. I know I come across as very extroverted, but I'm actually very shy. I've had to work to put on the energy that everyone sees.
Yeah.
I have to work constantly to remind myself you've got this.
Yes.
I'm very small inside, but when given the moment, I know how to become big and dynamic. And I think it's one of the things I've learned to love and accept about myself. So if I had to start and write a book about myself, I'm a girl born in Soshanguve,
Mm.
from both parents, mom and dad, raised by them. I grew up in boarding school. Most of my life was spent in boarding
You
school.
were boarding school, baby.
Yes.
How am I? It's the first time. First time for someone who was at boarding school to
I
sit
was
there.
a boarding school baby.
How was that
My mom and
experience?
dad couldn't raise me together. The other one worked there. The other one worked there.
Hey, and
And
therefore
I
boarding
have
school.
to tell you, when I was in the moment, I hated it. I was like,
Of course.
why can't I live with my parents?
Mhm.
But when I sit down now and I look back at it, I was in boarding school to go learn the skill. I feel like the universe was preparing me
Yeah.
for the industry
Yeah.
it had chosen for me, which is the film and television industry.
Yes. Yes.
So boarding school was amazing. Eventually, I got out of boarding school. My mom came back into the country, and she had to now live with me. And I was living with my mom, and yeah, I went to varsity. I wanted to do acting. I think
Everyone.
everyone wanted to do acting. Then when I got to AFDA, I just, when you grew up, when you come from a small town like Soshanguve, it's quite a fast township.
Yes.
But you've heard people from Pretoria, they say it's their own world. It's their own.
Yeah, and it
Yes,
is,
it's quite
yeah.
a different dynamic. I got
Yeah.
to Joburg and I was like, I'm not the it girl.
There's quite a lot of
I'm like,
it
"There are a
girls
lot of
here.
it girls here. What's happening?" So there I am at AFDA, and I'm just like, no, guys, everyone wants to act, but there's nothing special about me. But funny enough, then AFDA and school fees and etc. Every parent who's ever had to pay AFDA school fees will tell you that it's a lot. So now I have
It's a
to now tell my mom
lot.
that no, I don't think this acting thing is gonna work out. But remember that the clock is ticking.
Yes.
This is happening about April, May, and
Was
she's
this in your
already
first year
paid.
when you were
Yeah.
telling your mom?
First year, she's already paid. My daughter's gonna become an actress,
Yes.
and I remember her when we do rely on our parents to kind of like they shed light into who we are and how we've become the people that we are. It's if as a child you've never sat with your parents to find out more about you, I think you owe yourself a big conversation.
Yes.
So I've had moments where I sit, especially with my mom, and I've asked her, how did I become who I am? Because whether we like it or not, your environment will always mold you into who you have become, who you're going to be. Your decisions, how you make them, it will always be affected by how you've watched or experienced others around you to get to certain points. And part of the conversations I've had, so I grew up with a very low self-esteem. Yes, guys, I did. I know.
Are you kidding me?
I did. I thought
You do not come across.
I promise
All
you,
the years I've known you.
I
That's
promise
the
you.
last thing.
it's called work. You have to
Of
work on it.
course.
So
And hiding it as well.
I was that girl that literally I thought, no, I can't be seen. I'm invisible. That's it. There is no Mmabatho. And I kept on surrounding myself with such beautiful people just so I can feel how it's like to be beautiful. That was my biggest thing. I needed to feel how it's like to be beautiful. So I'd live through my friends. Also, while everyone was so occupied with math, science, and all of that, I was going, how can I be prettier? How can my nose be firm? How can my eyes be almond? Can you see it? It was the universe subconsciously guiding me into now this beautiful career that I'm now embodying, that my truth, my reality today. My mom then, obviously, through all of this, she had to come in and out and come and reassure me and come and tell me it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'll always remember her, and I'll always tell her that day when she sat down with me to say, when you go to your mom and say, but I'm not pretty. And your mom will say, but of course you are. That's the typical answer that you get.
Exactly, yeah.
My mom told me, yes, you are not. Yeah, I know. And at that moment, I hated her. And I'm like, no.
What the fudge?
But listen to this. I promise you, I was just like, what? I was like, who hurt you? Who hurt this woman? Hello? So she was like, but we're not here to be beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mtanami, you are very bright.
Yes.
I've never seen someone, uyahlanganisa. They could just be, I remember there was a day she forgot to buy bread. And I didn't know this, but you know, if you take flour and you mix it with water and you
mix
kuba umdog of some sort, an interesting mixture, and it is before the YouTube and Google times. And I was like, hey, kuyadleka la. And when she came back, she was like, "Mkhohlwa ukuthengisa inkwa, all right." I'm like, look what I made. But it was one of the examples, I think, that I showed her that I think she's ready. Ukumbula's coming from boarding school. They taught me a skill of independence, but my mom hasn't seen this. She had just taken me to boarding to go through school. She didn't take into account what it's going to do to me emotionally and in terms of position me in the social status. It gave me the greatest independence. I was one of those girls, even still in high school, grade 12. I'd be on a hustle tip. I'd be on a promotions tip. I'd be looking out. I remember BlackBerry came out and I wanted to be one of the BlackBerry girls. I remember when there's a small toy, I'd always want to be promoting something at the mall. And like
I was also one of those girls.
Yes,
Promoting.
yeah. I took it so much to live up to my name, Mmabatho. So my mom, with that conversation, showed me we're not here to be beautiful. That's like a bonus, actually. We are here to live and serve a purpose, and it's up to you to make it and yourself beautiful.
But that whole thing of you even thinking you're not beautiful, where did that come from? Because I'm sitting and I'm like, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous woman. Who on earth would have the guts to tell you you're not beautiful if someone had told you? Where did that come from?
I'm going to come back to, I think all of us, I think we're both sitting here and we all want more than what we have.
Of course.
Yeah. So you're staring at yourself every day. You want Bugamina's almond eyes. You want Bugamina's waist.
Yes.
It's the brain. A human being is designed to always want more. It's a very fine line between acceptance and greed. Are you understanding me? We are channeled to chase.
Of course.
It is up to you how you're going to pace the chase.
And especially
Yes.
since you were young, you were a teenager,
Yes.
so it's
Yeah.
very easy for someone or for things to attract you and for you to want those things for yourself.
True. I grew up very skinny, like I was toothpick.
Yeah. I
I
envy
still
people
am.
like you.
I still am. But
But I
still,
envy
I
people
still,
like you.
I was called toothpick. I was called every name there is. And guys, you know what? Ni wrong.
Are you serious? Like,
Ni
but
wrong,
quite
guys.
myself.
Ni wrong. To like everything. And I took time to develop. Well, I still haven't. I don't know
Oh
why.
no, you have.
I don't know.
You
But
have.
I
A
took
lot of us
time.
are trying to lose weight to get to where you are. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I wish the universe would have told me Mmabatho was a trender later, not now.
Exactly, exactly. Because the older we get as
Yes,
women, we're
yes,
constantly trying
yes,
to lose the
yes,
weight. We're
yes,
constantly
yes,
trying to
yeah,
get to
yeah,
the weight
yeah,
you are in,
yeah.
and it sucks because as a kid, people are expecting you to have an older person's body. Like,
True,
why?
true, true. I mean, remember, you're turning 16, 18.
Exactly.
You need to be showing your feminine side. How do the
Mm-hmm.
guys remember at that time? What's popular? It's the guys, and it's how people receive you.
Exactly.
Back describe kanjani ubuka mina ewama curves mina
Mm-hmm.
nje bengu toothpick nkosi yami hawandla.
Angivumi
So
ke nje le.
Uslanda never get tired. That was me. I hate that phrase with everything I have in me. No, guys, I was just like, guys, and I'm the laziest person ever. So I'm like, ngikhathele kodwa niphethe yiphi?
Nitha, I
They're
never
like,
get
sometimes
tired.
they're like, even when I'm walking, they're just like, when awukhathala, I'm like, kusho bani, guys?
Kusho
Kusho
bani?
bani, ngoba no, it's we live in a very funny society, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I found healing. I'd like to add. Do you know
Yeah.
why? As a makeup artist, you have these, we all know actors are gorgeous and you meet very beautiful, different people.
Yeah.
You see beauty in different ways. Are you understanding me?
Exactly. Each and every single person is beautiful in their own way.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it's to sit there and I'm on someone's face and I'm looking at them and I'm like, you are gorgeous.
Mhm.
And you hear the answer, you hear little Mmabatho saying,
Yes.
no, I don't think I'm gorgeous. So I think I've found validation in a lot of people don't understand why the makeup process takes so long, why you need to find the right makeup artist for a particular show or shoot or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
It's more like therapy as well. Your energy needs to connect with these actors.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be their safe space.
Because you're literally in their face.
You need to be in the right helm
Mm-hmm.
so you can receive them. They're relying on what you are going to bring out for their day to go as planned or to go in a very beautiful way. It's not just a brush and just putting on the makeup. You are setting the tone for this person's day. And trust me, you are going to get it wrong, but you need to capitalize on the number of times you get it right. So when someone sits on your chair, it stops being about you, Mmabatho.
Oh, yes.
And it needs to become about this person. But they shouldn't be like they are feeding everything. It's such a beautiful connection.
Yeah.
When she stands up, you don't even want her to go shoot anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like ngingu doctor, therapist, kancane, just an unqualified one.
That is so true. And I love that you've started touching on that because I was going to, well, within the questions I have here, was going to touch on that. Is that when a person sits in a makeup, when an artist basically sits in a makeup person's chair, we such emotional people, such spiritual people. Most of the time, actors are spiritual people, and we take energy. We can read someone's energy, and I find that a makeup artist that has worked on themselves, has that centered themselves, like you said. I-energy yabo kunokuthi ikuyise the opposite direction, it actually takes you to the right direction.
Yeah.
When you leave that chair, even if you are having a horrible morning, when you sit in that makeup artist's chair and you move on and you go and run your lines,
Yes.
your whole attitude has changed just because of a makeup artist.
Definitely.
Your guys' job is so big that the industry makes it look like it's the smallest part of the job. Like sometimes it's as if happens ubuso. The industry, because it's such a girly thing. It's just makeup. The fact that there's makeup there, it's makeup.
Yes,
But
yes.
it's so big because you can literally change someone's whole day, whole
Definitely,
mood,
definitely.
and they'll be able to go on. And you can also be the same person who can ruin someone whole day, whole mood.
True.
To go and
True.
shoot.
Yes, that's
But
very
before
true.
we even carry on with that, when you went to after and you didn't want to be an actress and you decide, say, I want to do acting. Did you just decide I want to do acting, or did acting find you?
So remember, I went there, ne?
Yeah.
When I got in, I was a live performance student.
Yes.
And I sat in that class and I'm like, no, guys, kuningi, ngiwani. And as time went on, thank God, when we started at AFDA, I don't know if you remember, we started when now they started exposing students to
Yes.
other disciplines.
Yes.
So it was
Yes.
no longer you
Yes.
just come in as, so it was
Uh-huh.
acting, production design,
Yes.
costume, makeup, and
Styling.
styling.
Just
So
to
that
be
was one of,
specific. It wasn't
so
just
you didn't
makeup.
choose a
Yeah.
particular discipline. It would be a,
Yes.
let's put you in, then let's let them figure it out. So now for
Mm-hmm.
me, obviously, I need to understand, I need to go explain to my mom that I'm changing, I'm going to choose a different major to what I had sold
Yes.
my AFDA. You know, I had to do a mood board of why I'm going to AFDA. So my plans have kind of like changed, mom.
Mm-hmm.
So
I want
now,
something else now.
it's when I told her, it's very difficult to explain to someone. My mom is quite learned
Yeah.
to explain to her, I want to do something very, I'm gonna say it, sorry, without even offending anyone.
Yeah.
It is perceived as a very plasticky
Yeah, that's true.
profession.
That's true.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah, it is
That's why I
considered
said they don't take it serious.
as something
Industry.
very light,
Yeah.
yeah. And I had to tell her I want to be a makeup artist and I'm
Mhm.
gonna be one. And she looked at me and she said, "How will you live?" And you know what I said to her, Bugamina? I said, "Watch me." Are you watching me?
Mom, are you
Are
watching
you
her?
watching me?
Because you
I
have
was,
gone to open your own
I
company.
was just like, watch it. So here's the funny part. My
Yeah.
mom says to me, Mmabatho, you know when you were young, I'd go with you shopping and we're talking toddler.
Yes.
And she says, I remember one day, and police, please forgive us,
Yeah.
I got home with you and Mmabatho had taken lipstick from a shop. Now remember you're a child and I get home and I'm like,
Manje.
and like it's lipstick and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to take it back. But now the shops are far.
It's far. You're home already.
She just makes peace with it.
Yeah.
And she said to me, "Umbone ngimncane ukuthi lo uzothanda izinto." It's just obviously back then our parents were not exposed to a broader perspective of life.
Yes.
She just thought I'm just gonna be that girl who's always wearing makeup, walking in the
Yeah,
streets,
yeah,
liking
yeah,
things,
yeah.
those extroverted, colorful girls.
Yes.
She didn't know that I would turn it into such a like an important pivotal part of my life. Because that's what I have. I've turned it into a career.
Exactly.
So she kind of like said, I saw it. And remember, I spoke about insecurities.
Yeah.
We all suffer. Girls always go, oh, my eye bags, oh, my eye bags. So I had very intense eye bags growing up.
Yeah.
I feel like I still do. So I was those girls who would just have concealer under my eyes secretly. So guys, I mastered blending long ago, before blending was even
Because
introduced.
I was about to say, and no one could tell.
Before
You were here.
before blending was even introduced, nangu umangoba. So I would just, schools back then,
Exactly,
they were just
exactly.
like, they couldn't see anything.
Anything.
So my light dark circles got me into the foundation games because I needed to cover them. I need not to feel so small. So everything kind of like, the signs were there, guys. The signs are always there of who you need to become.
Exactly.
I feel like the universe gives you the pieces.
Exactly.
You just need to fit the picture and create the puzzle. Put it together.
Yeah, and stand on your truth and
Yes.
be confident.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this, and
Yes.
I'm whether people don't
Yes.
understand it or do, I'm
Mm.
doing it.
True, true.
But then when you left after Age, how your first gig, your first job as a makeup artist, how was it looking for it? How did you find it? And what was the experience for you?
Scary things they don't tell us about. So I think we live in a society that says go to school, you're going to study for 3-4 years, you're going to graduate, and you're going to get a job. And it's so sad. It's not going to be everyone's reality. That's the truth.
True.
It is not. Not
True.
even 70% of our kids, of our students, will
Yeah.
get a job
True.
that they studied. You are privileged if you have a job in what you've studied. You need to count
Oh,
yourself
it's a
lucky.
blessing.
Are you understanding me?
Yeah.
I think I got into makeup. We finished 2009, if I remember correctly. I think 2013, 2012 was my first makeup job. So where was I 2010?
I was about to ask, what were you doing during that whole time?
Remember I told you, my mom told me always, this one is a hustler. I remember
Of
2010, the
course.
World Cup comes here. And Mmabatho, also, I'm a makeup brush. There's no time for that. You need to keep it moving.
Exactly.
I mean, there was a beautiful empowerment of South Africans. There's a German television station. It came in and it needed South Africans to assist their German crew members with getting around in South Africa.
Yeah.
So I worked for a company called ZDF. It's a German television station. So the human resource lady from AFDA had kept in touch with her. Her name was Heather Besson.
Head on
She
loved.
plugged me to
Is she
work
still there?
there. I don't know. We should check.
We
Hey?
should check.
We should check.
I
That lady plugged
loved
me.
her. That she was the most nicest human
Amazing,
being.
genuine. I've never seen someone
Exactly.
wanna see people win that
So
much.
much.
Yeah,
Like
and
even Nazi in our year as well, she would
yeah.
bring Abantu in and tell you if there's
Yes,
something. I wonder if she's
yes.
still there.
You know, yeah. If she isn't,
Sorry about
it's
that.
a
We can
big
carry on.
loss. Yeah, but she was just
Yeah.
one of the most amazing people I've come across. So she
Mm.
gets me a job there. I go there. And remember, it's Germany versus South Africa. So the money coming in is guys.
Yeah.
I was rolling.
Yeah.
Well, you get paid weekly, and you're just introduced to this beautiful independence and wada, and that gave me a taste and a glimpse of Ukumul at that moment. After gives you a particular vision of what the industry is. That is not the industry
At all.
it gives you. It's like you're peeking a live show, and all you see are these lights and spotlights, and you're like, wow, is that where I'm going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bright and
So
nice.
I get to see the German part. Obviously, they're on a different level with
Yeah.
everything. And sports, I think sports is shot very differently.
Yeah.
It's operated very differently. I'm just there looking at everything. After the World Cup is done, they leave and whatever. And eventually, I found myself as a waitress. So I waitressed. I used to work at a place called Hooters. It's an American franchise.
I know it.
I know,
I know
guys.
it.
And I'm
You
going
are a
to
Hooters
tell
girl.
you, I promise you, I watched my life change. I watched. So I used to call myself Marby.
Yeah.
Because white people couldn't pronounce Mmabatho. So they gave me Marby because they are not going to twist their tongues for me.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's okay. Oh, Mmabatho came out there. This
When
is
you were
me.
working
Yes,
there.
the connection. And I was so angry to say, but I studied because I did journalism first. So I've got a diploma in journalism first, before after. Then after that, I was like, I'm still not fulfilled. There's still a hole in my heart.
I want to do
Mama.
something else.
I told you I want to do acting because my mom convinced me to do journalism.
Yeah.
I said I want to do acting. So she's like, okay. So
Yeah.
she thought maybe I'd do the journalism and want to work and fight. But I was like, no, I still want to go to AFDA. So
Yeah.
I had to. So she did a double payment of varsity. So she was heartful.
So then I understand why it was difficult when you were telling her you changing.
So no problem. How
Mm.
Mama ke I go to AFDA, and when I get to not AFDA, Hooters.
Mhm.
When I get to Hooters, that is when Mmabatho got to understand who she is. So we all know Hooters, right?
Yeah.
You wear the shorts and the
Yeah.
stockings, and
Yeah.
they're selling sex appeal in a nice way, but it's still a family restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's basically the girl next door who looks so beautiful, no problems, serving you. You're there to come release. You come to Hooters to come have a lighter mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the true perception of Hooters with how I understood it.
Yeah.
All right, I get there. And most girls, you'll have your niche. So my niche, funny enough, used to be couples. Couples used to come in and ask for Mmabatho. It's so funny.
Interesting.
Because I'd play games with couples. I would never make the guy feel like I'm giving the girl too much attention.
Yeah.
I would never make vice
Yeah.
versa, which is something that it's a skill that I've acquired there, unintentionally so, and it's come through to the makeup side because you're now going to sit with actors who are not on who are on different levels, and you need to find a way to treat them the same.
And you do that so perfectly.
Yes,
I've worked
yes,
with you
yes,
in a lot of
yes,
productions.
yes.
You do that so perfectly. Like there's no A-lister
Yes,
and whatever
yes,
lister
yes.
when it's when a person comes to your makeup chair. That is beautiful.
So that empowered me it made me come out. It made me be able to express myself and just speak. And I was there for 2 years. And
Wow,
then
that's long.
the biggest thing happened. So I'm sitting there, and then there comes one of my former AFDA colleagues, and she sits there, and I go, "Hi, how are you? Welcome to Hooters. My name is." She's like, "Mmabatho, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I can't get a job."
Yeah.
And wada.
And it's very difficult.
Fast forward, she happens to work for Mnet. The rest is history.
Snap.
So she introduced me to, she said, send your CV to this lady who works at HR. Mnet was very intense. Thank God it was around the time they were starting this whole bubble gum, these whole Mzansi stories. So they were now building and elevating that movie magic theory and everything. We were the first group to
do
establish it,
that.
where you get students to come in,
Yeah.
shoot their own 30-minute movies or 1-hour movies, then they play on multi-choice. So I was part of that group to shoot 1-hour stories, to shoot 30 minutes, and then the rest just elevated.
Yeah.
So I worked with a company called Black to Work. We were under Bubblegum Factory. We shot a couple of movies here and there. So at Hooters, I just want to make it clear, Ehutazi, because obviously of the outfits and
Yeah.
your the people come in there to come have fun and to come spend.
Yeah.
I used to make like minimum on a bad month. On a bad month, I used to make like 25K back in the
Sorry, say
day.
what?
Yes.
Hooters, are you hiring? I know I'm not skinny
This is
enough, or but
2012. I used to make like 25K. That's the truth, guys.
yes.
On a bad month.
Yeah.
I've sat at Hooters and I've served someone a drink, two drinks and whatever, and they were coming from Monte Casino, and it was I won't forget it, on a Saturday, 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And he tipped me, so he said, "Please bring me my bill." His bill was 72 rand because he just had two beers with a friend. Then he said, "Bring the machine." Then he swiped for the 70 something rand.
Mm-hmm.
Then inside my bill folder, he had 10,000 rand.
Angeke, guys.
Lalela buka mina, I was like, guys, ngicela i-shift. I've never been in the office so many times. Lapho I'm on a double shift. Ngiku double shift, guys. Kithi, oh manager ngiyagula. Wathi uzohlala. And I used to hate that guy so much. Why? I just want to go spend this money. But he also taught me perseverance.
Yeah.
The industry, I get it. We get there, we set up. The makeup is done. I still have to wait for the day to end.
Yes.
So that day taught me you might win. It's a mistake we make. You set yourself a goal to say, I want to get there. Then you get there. Then Mmabatho celebrates. When no, my baby, that's only half of your journey.
Halfway.
Yeah, that might have been as far as your vision sees.
Yes.
But the world has bigger plans for you. Keep moving.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that day, I ended up making 14K that day.
Yeah.
I walked out with
And
14K.
you would have gone home with like 10K.
10, yeah. Left and went home and obviously blew the money. I was not even who I am today.
Yeah.
Obviously blew the money.
But Mmabatho, I want to go to, after working gay, getting introduced into the industry. I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, your first gig as an HOD for makeup was with Uzalo.
Yes.
I remember that correctly because I remember we had a conversation and you were not comfortable with being an HOD. Please just let me know how the process was for you, because sometimes we dream of big things and when that time comes, we are too scared to actually take the step. You have been praying for this opportunity and God gives it to you and you're like, and God, maybe not now.
So I'm going to explain it to
Yes.
you. It's linked to this. When you're in I feel a lot of people are living lives that they've just settled with. So I had now settled within Hooters. I'm not going anywhere. This is it. There's a culture at Hooters. You look beautiful. You look gorgeous. You're going to find yourself a rich man and you're going to marry the rich man. Eventually, you start seeing that. You're like, okay.
Maybe now I can do the same thing.
I think this is it. So now for that life transforming decision where I'm meeting this former classmate who now introduces me and I moved to multi-choice and ngisho guys bekwi internship.
Yeah.
So lapha mina ngifika ngathola I think it's 4,000 per month. Oh nkosi yami iheadache.
Lapho you so used to someone giving you 10 grand.
No, guys. I was like, kids, guys. 25.4. And I remember going home to my mom like, I can't take the job. To eyahlanya.
Ufuna ukusebenza Hooters for the rest of your life.
And then what? What happens to your looks? And I'm like, no, am I right? And my mom is like, you're taking this job. So it's now back to I've moved back home. I'm back in Soshanguve.
Yeah.
I'm traveling. I live 4,000 guys. I don't even know how I made it. Oh, I don't even know how I made it because in 2000 was using taxis to come to Randburg where I get to Soweto where someone picks me up and we shoot. And it was just the fastest 2 years of my life. So within the multi-choice thing, you meet actors. And I met a very interesting, beautiful young lady. She's an actress. And she just liked my energy and how I did her makeup and everything. I do it on private shows. And one day she was like, my sister is going to start a show in KZN. It's gonna
Who
be
was this you met?
Nyaleng.
Oh, yes.
My sister is going to start a show. I've told her about you. Please send through your CV. In my head, I'm thinking the CV is going, so they show it to the HOD so I can work.
Yeah.
Not to good team. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Oh, get the call, interview. Guys, be yourself. Because I said in the interview, I remember I was with Gugu, Mameti.
Yeah.
And they're like, so will you be able to move and find a team in KZN? Kithi, wait.
What do you mean?
Under usibani
Ne.
cha, sifuna wena. They saw something in me that I did not see. Remember, we taught take it easy, one step at a time. You will get there. When they're going, no, my baby, you're going to jump.
Exactly.
And I think that's why I was very open about the fact that I had never HOD'd. Mnet was an internship, like I said. I was on an internship, hence I got a stipend to get to work. Now they are saying you need to head a whole department.
Yes.
I got there, and I want to thank everyone, you included, because I was surrounded by such strong women who saw the vision way before I could even embody it. That's the truth. Ugugu Nomamethi saw Mmabatho and
Before
said
you yourself
she
could
could
even,
do
yeah.
this. And I would consult where I needed to consult, and I had to learn so many things about myself. I had to cry over so many things about myself. I had to work on so many things about myself. I had to rejoice so many things about myself.
Yeah.
That, yeah, I gave it my all. I gave Uzalo my. It was the most watched show back in the day. Still is
It
today.
still is today,
But
yeah.
back then, we literally, from coming from a Yizo audience, I feel like we helped bring back that 8:30 time slot where
And it was
everyone
the
is
first
sitting.
show ever in KZN.
Yes.
Ever. Because I remember I was production coordinator.
Yo.
It
Yeah,
was-
we used to live in the same
We
house.
used to live
Guys,
in the
we used to live in
same
the same house.
Exactly.
We used to live in the same. Your room was across my house, guys.
Exactly. But you've done such great work over the years. You've gotten awards for different shows that you've done. And that's why I keep on saying the department of makeup within the industry is overlooked quite a lot because of the word makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup is not just about looking pretty and everything. We do scars, you do hair, you do a lot of things. And if you liked, you could actually do wardrobe as well if you wanted to.
True.
But how are you finding the industry now that you're in it compared to back then and the industry now? How are you finding and how is the crew treated in terms of finances, in terms of respect within the industry?
I mean, there are two ways to answer that. So, at first, when you join the industry, you're going to need to choose in which camp do you want to be in. There'll always be a camp that sits there and complains, oh, lamara eat mangani, oh, wara.
Yeah.
I've learned to open up my mind, Bugamina. A budget comes from somewhere, it's given to someone. And that person, and it took me opening my company to understand the word budget. That person needs to make magic and a very good quality show come out of that budget.
Yeah.
And they cannot go over, because if they go over, it's the end. I think you've seen a lot of shows being discontinued and they just end abruptly.
Yes.
So opening my own company made me understand that everything we do needs to be under it is contained. There is a limit. You need to perform magic under a certain limit. So I'm in the camp that says I agree to what can sustain me, and I keep to my word, and I continue with what I've been given. You need to know your worth in this industry. If you don't know your worth, it's not going to work out for you. Are you understanding me?
Yes.
From the word go, you need to understand this is what I need. This is how much I feel I'm worth. And you need to know how to sell yourself. You need to know how to sell who Mmabatho is, what she brings to the table. You need to learn not to click yourself. Your issues are not my issues.
At all.
We are not here for the same hustle.
We are not.
Are you understanding
Exactly.
me? So I think that's what's kept me sustained, where I fight for Mmabatho and I fight within reason. I cannot demand R1 million from you, but I know you only have 1,000. We need to be realistic with the industry. If you are realistic, it will be realistic with you. But I feel like we also open up our minds and we sometimes make ourselves bigger than what we are. It becomes a problem. The most expensive garment in the shop is not bought because people find it unreachable. You've made it that. So make yourself accessible, make yourself approachable, and I feel like you will have a long, sustainable relationship with the industry. That's something I've learned to do.
So let me know, Guti, what's that one misconception people have about the job of being a makeup artist in the space?
I think people think there are lights, cameras, and I walk in slow motion, and I'm there
And
with
the
my
air
notebook,
is
and I'm
blowing,
like, hey,
and
guys,
you're all
no.
good.
So you know the makeup room, people come there with cameras and they want to do selfies. I'm that person who goes, do you know why? Because no, Mmabatho is a mess. I probably have the joke from last night. Because listen, call time is 6 a.m.
The behind the scenes, no one is looking cute.
No one. I
nobody.
need to make you look cute, please.
Exactly.
Can you stop? I'm probably still wearing my shower cap because I was running late. And remember, we cannot be late. So something I have to sacrifice. And shower cap, you are going to work.
Exactly.
I do most of my makeup After everyone has been done, that's when I have time to do myself.
Ahead to look
Give a rating
nice.
about 10, 11. So it's 6 a.m. What do you mean you've got a camera and you want to go live? Cima lento le wena, tigupi guys. I'm just like, where are we? What are you doing? So people think it's so glitz, it's so glamorous.
Mm.
Listen, it's glitz and glamorous as per your view.
Exactly.
You make it what it is.
You make it what it is.
Yeah.
And what specific character? Okay, is there specific projects or character look you most proud of that you've done?
That would be biased, hi guys.
You
That would
love
be
all of them.
biased. That would be biased. I mean, do you know what it is for me?
Uh-huh.
I feel so people don't know this. I watch TV on mute. I don't play sound.
Because you want to look at your
It
makeup.
frustrates my husband so much. So basically, I say if I cannot look at the screen, and if I look at the screen and I cannot say what's happening without the sound, I've failed as a makeup artist. I need the TV on mute, and the images are going to tell a story. If you are sick, I need to see it. So I've. That's when I know, have I failed the show, or have I made it? So
my
for me,
word,
I
yeah.
go on mute. I don't even know where, like most of the time, once I switch on the TV, I don't know where the remote is because it needs to be on mute, and I'm watching the visuals. That inspires me to grow. I go, I should have gone darker there. I should have gone, because what is makeup? Makeup is a discipline that tells the story for you using the actors as a canvas. That is storytelling makeup.
Wow, that is beautiful. It's my first time hearing that from a makeup person's point of view. Because I always think from an actor's point of view. As an actor, I always have to watch a show twice. The first time I watch a show, I'm watching as the person that worked on the show. So I'm looking at the small things I could have fixed, I could have done this. Then the second time I'm enjoying it because I've already critiqued myself. So it's beautiful to hear that sometimes you literally just watch without you on mute
Yes.
and you look. That is
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
What made you decide, Uguti, I love this industry so much, I'm actually going to open my own company?
All right. Interesting question. So, makeup artists are everywhere. And then came YouTube. Hey, YouTube guys. And like our TikTok. And now you've got your self-made makeup artist and all of that. And my mom is looking at me like this. Yeah, ngitheni. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, nang lo mama lo.
Yeah.
So it was an internal conversation I had with myself to say, Mmabatho, you need to brand yourself. You need to differentiate yourself. You need to make yourself so exclusive that even you are scared of yourself.
Yes.
So that's when I make the subconscious decision to say, so Mmabatho is a makeup artist. I'm a film and television makeup artist. I'm not a makeup artist. You can't call me when you're getting married.
Please.
I don't do
Oh,
brides
thank you. Yeah.
or matric dance. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Guys, all the best. Invite me for the
Yes.
after party. I'll be there.
Yeah.
My family still doesn't get it. Every time that there's an event, they think
They
I'm going to
think
rock
you're
up with my
going
kids.
to. Hey.
And I walk in barefaced and I'm just like, hi. And they're like, oh, she doesn't look like a makeup artist.
Yeah.
I turned it into a career. I'm a qualified makeup artist. My job is to take your script, it's to take your concept and to visualize it for you. The name of my company is called Scripted Faces, and it came from that.
love it.
I work from concepts, I work from scripts, I work from a brief given by a client, and I turn it into light using my discipline. That's what differentiates, I would say, me, myself,
Yeah.
with Scripted Faces.
Yeah.
And why did I go the company route? I found out what makeup really was in the industry. Not even after could prepare me for that, truth be told. And it was a very different game. Like I could never have envisioned what it entails for me to be a makeup artist.
Yeah.
You need to be so grown up. You need to be so self-aware. You need to be so strong and so resilient to stay in that department. You need to keep on evolving. Remember, makeup, there's a new trend coming up every week. The world is always going for different tricks and stuff.
Changing.
You need to make sure you evolve. 360 degrees is not even enough.
Exactly.
Buka mina, uspina usukume uthi,
Yeah.
the tomorrow you
Yeah.
needs to be so greater than the yesterday Mmabatho that you even go, who am I? So that's what I've seen. So basically, I chose to open Scripted Faces. I focus on young. I look at background, especially township girls like myself.
Yes.
And for me, it's a way of introducing them into an industry where I hold their hand. So I train HODs. Yes. I train HODs. So the purpose of my company is to get people in,
Yes.
qualified girls. I believe in working with qualified makeup artists.
People that take the craft serious. Yeah.
You need to be qualified. Do you know what? I have no qualms with anyone who's self-taught.
Yes,
I
yes, yes.
respect it and so much. But there's a level of thinking that only I feel school can prepare you. I feel there's some. I remember us doing deadlines, and you have a deadline Friday 2 o'clock, and you're there by the library,
Yeah.
and then your flash drive just decides to delete your whole assignment. And it's that
Oh,
urge,
that
and
used to
it's that
happen to me in
urge.
varsity.
Yes, yes, and it's all of that, and
Yeah,
you're watching
yeah.
your whole world crash, and you have to make it. But
Yeah.
that taught me so much
Mm.
to fight, but to fight with grace. It
Mm.
taught me tact. It taught me how to solve problems.
Mhm.
Whereby I am open to any qualified. You need to have studied the term makeup. You need to understand it. Do you know why?
Mhm.
You're gonna be working with Abo Bugamina,
Mhm.
who are in their worlds. They are masters of their own craft.
Mhm.
So I need to complement that
Mhm.
with someone who's aware of skin routine, with
Mhm.
someone who's aware of products, with someone who's aware of storytelling.
Mhm.
Because Bugamina is gonna sit there, and I'd like to applaud you for that.
Yeah.
I've done makeup on you, and never once have you told me this eyebrow is skew. You know
Exactly.
there was a day one eyebrow was skew, but you shot, baby girl. It wasn't my
Girl,
day.
I'm there to
You
act.
shot. I was just
Acting-
like, oh my
acting is
gosh,
what I'm
one
there to
eyebrow
do.
is higher. I think I came to you to just touch you. You were probably going, what is she doing?
Why did she go?
I was trying to linganiza.
Yeah.
Actors like you understand that
Yeah.
you are just a canvas and you're there to portray this character to your
I
best
trust
capability.
you with
Yes.
your job.
So
yeah.
it takes a lot of confidence to
Mm.
stand there in front of someone. I promise you, till today, people don't believe me.
Mhm.
If I'm starting a new show, I don't sleep the night before.
Mhm.
You always go through the will they like me syndrome. Is it going to read as I pitched it? Is
Yeah.
it going to be, are you understanding me?
Yeah.
So, and now as well, like I said, I train HODs.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, guys, you don't get and say, hi, I'm going to do your makeup. You need to convince people.
Exactly.
So you need to do a presentation. You need to read the concept of the show.
Mhm.
Then you need to present your vision. So all these looks that people see on screen, they need to understand that we don't wake up and say we're gonna put her in a wig. So everything is very calculated to say why is she in a wig. We need to look at your background. We need to look at where you live. We
The
need to look at
character's background. That
yeah,
is, yes.
what under LSM does this character fall under? Why does she dress like this? Why is her makeup like this? I mean, when you sit in a room full of people don't look the same. We all look differently. I
Exactly.
decided to wear a dress, you went pants,
Pants,
because
yeah.
we come from different walks of life. And that's what makeup is about. You need to transform someone as per their journey of life. So it's so refreshing to also watch these young girls that I work with. So I train them. Then after that, I think you've worked with one of my HODs.
Yes, I have.
I train them. So I come onto a show, I start the show with them.
Yeah.
And then when I feel they're ready, I let go of their hand and they run with the show. So it's to ignite the insecurity that I had as a child, as a young girl growing up. I'm there to be the hold hand as someone
Yeah.
who's overcome that fear.
Oh, Mmabatho. I love it. I love it. As we're about to finish the show, I always have a few questions. Everyone
Lord.
gets asked these questions just to see who Mmabatho is outside of makeup and how you operate outside of makeup as Mmabatho, because
Okay.
we know you as the lady with that magic hand. You can turn anyone into Cinderella. Yeah. So the first question is, would you rather always have to sing instead of speak, or dance everywhere you go?
I'm a talker.
So you'll
I'm a
stay
talker.
talking.
No, talker. I can talk everyone out. I promise you.
Are you
We could
serious?
spend
Actually, I
we
don't
could
even know
sit
why
all
I'm saying
night.
are you serious?
We
'Cause
could-
ngiyakwazi.
I'm a talker. No, talk all the way.
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't
You
run out
wouldn't
of
even try, Jewelty.
I don't run out of bundles.
Eh.
No. Talker.
And then, what is the most embarrassing childhood story or memory that you have?
Childhood.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'd remember childhood or adulthood.
Any nje embarrassing memory that you do have,
Okay, so as a child, I think everything was embarrassing.
especially when you're a teenager.
Well, everything was embarrassing.
Everything.
I'm gonna go to something very recent. So we had the royalties. You were there even. We had the royalty Soapy Awards, and I was just going there. So one of the things people don't know about me, I'm not big on awards. It's the mention for me that keeps me going. Are
Yeah.
you understanding me?
Yeah.
So now I'm nominated, and I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I did not think my name would be called up. I was there to just socialize, network.
Exactly.
I was in a show that was about to wrap, and I'm like, I need to secure my next job. There's someone I need to be talking to there. That's why I was there.
Yes.
And then I'm just chilling, talking to a friend, and all I hear is Mmabatho, and I'm like, what? So I have to go onto stage.
Yeah.
I'm there with a very good friend of mine, Poppy. And Poppy made me wear heels. Mmabatho does not wear heels, guys. Do you know why?
So they made you wear heels
As-
on the actual.
As fast as I speak, that's
Yes.
how fast I walk. So there's no room for heels, guys. So I'm wearing these heels, and my name is being called. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, go. And I'm trying to pull her to say, okay, because I need someone to be holding on
To walk with me.
girl. What he hug, well done. Guys, ngishaye i-2-step lapha estepini. Thank God the spotlight is by the stage.
Exactly.
That's good.
Oh my
Two-step,
goodness,
but I didn't fall. Ne?
Yes,
I
yes.
did a young readjusting. You know, I just realigned. Got there. As I'm walking, I'm counting 1, 2, 3.
Because
Like,
now everyone is watching you.
and I'm just like, Mmabatho, don't fall. I cannot walk in heels, guys. It's. No, why should girls go through that? It's not that deep. And the guys are just at the mall.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
It's all nice.
And I have to be uncomfortable. I don't vote for that team. So after backstage, you have to go backstage and they take a picture with you. Hazi, you even came to me, Bugamina. And you're like, Mmabatho, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. As I just looked at you I was just calculating steps to my car. And guys, as you guys know, guys. And then obviously you can't just leave. It's rude if you just leave. And then obviously people are hugging you and they're saying happy. There's an after party. And give an after party. I need these shoes to get off me.
You're done.
I'm wearing a short dress. Not like I can wear slippers. And I only have slippers in my car. So the game plan is to get out of there. Go home. As I'm walking, guys, my car ngiyayibona nayo lapha yazi. Ngiphethe le award
You're like, I'm there.
And
I can
everyone
see it.
can see this horn you have, and they just wanna, hey, congratulations. Cinderella lost her shoe.
You fell. Mmabatho,
Guys, my car was there. All I needed was probably 20 more steps.
I'm but that's shame. How do you react?
No. My reaction is that's the last day I wore heels. It's about me, guys. My life, my rules. I'm not gonna wear heels. It's fine. I love my height. Thank you, ne.
Nah, you're fine. You're comfortable.
Yeah, gina presents without these heels. So that was one of the because people after that. I remember we had a party at work. It's a young chiller session. Someone offers me a drink, and I'm like, no, I don't drink.
Yeah.
They're like, no. Remember you fell. You were drunk at that one. I'm like,
no.
I can't walk in heels. I'm like, I wasn't. Dude, what do you mean? I don't drink. I'm like,
so they thought you were so drunk to the
Bengiri Joycella.
Oh my gosh.
Where are we, guys?
And you know, people never believe when you tell them you don't drink. Because I also don't drink.
Yeah.
People always go, you've never tasted.
No.
Or what? I'm like, I just don't. I never liked.
No, I think I was one of those people.
Yeah.
And I owe you an apology. Remember?
Yeah.
On
You were always like,
we would have house parties.
I'm like,
we used to have house parties. And then I would say, I remember, guys, she stood up, ne? She stood up to go be on a call. And the bunch of us stayed behind and someone poured wine into her Coke. And you came back. And I think it's my face that gave it away. I was just like, Puza, Bukamina, Puza. And you were like, Hini. You went and you put that can down. And we just saw red. Who did this? No. I'm like, yo. That's why I saw Guti.
And you know what? Before we even carry on, because we're about to finish, I want to go into that because it's such a big thing. The fact that someone put something in my drink, look at her face, in my drink. What if I was an addict? What if I was an alcohol addict and the reason I don't drink, which I'm not. I just don't. I've never started. What if I was an alcohol addict and someone putting alcohol in my drink to test me will bring me back to God knows what? That's why sometimes when people, because people have done that to me before. That wasn't the first time.
Yeah.
They've done it before, which is why I make sure the friends that I keep next to me, bayangithestela to the point test. I don't trust this drink for you. I don't understand why people would do that. But anyway, as we move on, if you could swap lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be and why?
So guys, I'm on this amazing show. It's called Inimba.
Inimba, yes.
Inimba is one of the hot new shows happening now. There's a character called Uzolega. She's the lead character. It's played by Ulunati Mpofu.
Oh, yes.
Zolega is a woman who basically she got married. After marriage, and it happens to most people in our country. Yeah. She gets presented with an opportunity of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where she gets a job abroad. She's supposed to go there for 3 years, and her husband says, no, we've just gotten a baby. What do you mean? And she's like, but I need to take this job to better our lives. Yes. And Zolega went with what is seen as brave in our culture. Yeah. She went for the job. She ended up staying there for 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. And she's come back to claim back her family. And for me, it's the power in women. I've always seen myself as a powerful woman. It's just I've never had the platform for it. I resonate so much with that character. When we see power, we don't see human as people.
Yeah.
So it's how the show also portrays her and how we have layered her to see that she's also human. She also breaks. She also gets hurt. It's just obviously work-wise she's more elevated.
Yeah.
And we've got more and more women. People look at you and they're like, oh, Bukamina doesn't have problems. But we don't even know half of Bukamina's story. So it's a character that I resonate with because she's come so far on one end.
Yeah.
But on the social and home end, she's so low. It's a perfect reflection of people have issues, guys. The rich wish for quiet and peace.
Have everything else,
The
but
poor wish for
Yeah.
we always want to be where we're not.
Yeah.
So she portrays it so well. Zoleka is definitely a woman I'd like to be, where you are hard and yet she's soft. That's
At the
someone
same
I would
time.
that's someone I deeply resonate with.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I haven't watched Niba, but I think I should start
You
watching.
should,
Maybe if
definitely.
they hire me, then I'll start watching.
Yes.
What's that one song you would choose for karaoke?
Karaoke.
Yes.
Guys, I'm a bad singer.
Khuleka, join the team.
I'm gonna be very superficial and plasticky and stuff. It's always one of the songs that got me in the element. It's Barbie Girl. I always wanted to be
I'm
a
a
Barbie.
Barbie girl.
In a Barbie world.
In a Barbie
Life in
world.
plastic.
Yes.
It's definitely Barbie
Oh,
Girl.
no, I feel you.
It's like Barbie. It's just like I've always wanted to be like Miss Universe. So that song for me would just I'd be able to still be fun, still be spontaneous. Like it describes me
And
so
everyone
much.
can sing along as
Life
well.
in
No one will pay
plastic,
attention
which
to your
is-
voice.
Which is like our industry. Life in
Yeah.
plastic is
Yes.
fantastic. Our industry sells a facade. It is not the truth.
The truth,
And
yeah.
the facade is so beautiful when it's not. Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
And what's your superpower, real or imaginary?
No, but I mean, my mother-in-law always says this to me. She says to me, "You don't understand your power, Mmabatho."
Yes.
So I'll say, not in a bad way. I'm just making an example. Hey, uzbanibani yezi, uyangibhora yezi, ngathi angashelela lapha. You know, in 2 weeks' time, that person will shellel.
Ooh, so you have to
I've
mind what you
realized
say.
my tongue. I've realized my tongue always has a thing of if I'm angry, and I'm very wary of it now, especially when I'm angry or if I'm too excited.
Yeah.
I like to say something that it could take a couple of months for it to happen. So I'm a firm believer. If you can think it, you can do it. If you can dream it,
Yeah.
it can happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like my thoughts are my greatest power.
Oh,
Yes.
that is a beautiful
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
We have two more questions. So, what is the petty? I know you're married,
Mm,
but if you weren't, what is the pettiest reason you wouldn't date someone? The most pettiest reason ever. Unemkenke, ngeke ngimdate, or nje.
Your question came too late. So here's the thing about marriage, ne? Marriage has taught me to learn to accept flaws so much, ne? And my husband snores. He's gonna kill me for this. Askis, babe, askis. He's a snorer, and I used to hate it. And I used to go, no. You know, now when he's not snoring, I shake him to check if is it still there. I'm like,
You want to know why?
where's my
Manje,
sound
where's
mix?
it?
Yeah. So for me, guys, the small things about uso, oganje, I find beauty in imperfections so much. It is your imperfections that make the other person. Thandu muntu ngoba the one eye is a bit smaller.
Yeah.
It's what makes you mine.
Yeah.
It's what makes you my unique. So I don't have anything petty. I just go for embrace the imperfections.
But before you were married, what was your pettiest? I can give you mine,
Tell me.
which is very petty and very stupid.
Yeah.
There's something about uphatha plastic that I don't like for myself. Angithandi plastic. Mina you find me ngetrolley ngifake uplastic oyibani and I bought something eyi-1.
Okay.
If a man comes a bit of plastic, I'm just like, no.
Aphathe ini
I
bukamina?
don't know. That's why I'm
A
saying
trolley
it's
to
petty
your
'cause
house.
it's like
We jontile ke loyo.
no, a bit of plastic a mall. You're walking a mall with plastic. I know it's the pettiest thing, but I don't understand.
Okay, so funny for me. Then it would have to be shame. And hi Gabi, Gibatanda. I'm from Pretoria, East Pretoria, Ngiyashaya. But for me, it's a personal Mmabatho thing.
Yeah.
When guys used to ask me out and they throw in the totital, it was load shedding for them.
It's over.
I did not. I don't know why. I was just like, not to say don't say it in vernac, But nyagnanya, it's like you wanna commit but you don't.
Mm.
Whereby you can say Zulu is so romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, Ntombikazi. You
Uh-huh.
know, there's a way to say it. I just felt like people go for the shortcut.
Yeah.
We might be in the streets, but my mentality is not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my girl. The last thing, the last thing before we end. How would you like to be remembered?
Yo, guys, how would I like to be remembered?
Mm-hmm.
As a daughter, a very grateful daughter to someone, very grateful daughter.
Yeah.
We underestimate the people who've raised us into how
Mm-hmm.
much they've put in for us to become what we are.
Mm.
I'd like to be remembered as a grateful daughter. I'd like to be remembered as a learning mom. She's learned her way to mother.
Yeah.
I'd like to be remembered as an evolving wife. I
Mm.
constantly evolve with my husband within my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I am there for the change, I'm there for the growth.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, I'm one person who sits in a room and I want everyone to win. That is
And you
Mmabatho's sole purpose.
do.
I will push people
Mm.
to where I feel they want to go to their best capabilities.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know Mmabatho feels there's room for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the sky and how many stars are shining.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. It doesn't mean there has to be one. Are you understanding me? And I would like to be remembered as the person who claps for others
Mm-hmm.
because when you win, you inspire me to know that I will also one day win.
Mm-hmm.
So that is me. And Mmabatho is someone who I would like to remember as someone who encourages people to learn to accept themselves for who they are because God designed you that way for a reason and a
Mm-hmm.
purpose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my bad. So usually I end with that question, but I feel like because makeup is one department within the industry we
Mm,
don't talk a
mm,
lot about.
mm,
What message would you tell a young person who's out there
mm,
who's right now studying it after?
mm,
These are Afghanians, by the way, who's studying it after, and they're doing their third year, and
mm.
they're about to enter the industry, and they're scared. They don't know what's about to happen. What would you like to say to them? How should they carry themselves? What 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 doors should they knock on, basically?
It starts off my angels to say, be careful how you treat people.
Mm-hmm.
So you are in a class right now where you've got a producer, director, and whatever, and
Oh
you are in
yeah.
your element, and you're in third year, and oh my gosh, the world is waiting for you. You sitting with the future bosses, you sitting with the future colleagues.
Oh
They're gonna
yes.
have to hire you one day. Be careful how you treat people. Humble yourself, young black child, or the world will humble you. The industry will humble you. That is honestly my
Wow.
greatest advice. When you tune yourself, the you attract the right energies.
Yeah.
I'd love to say this one like me. I needed to be content and okay with who I am
Mm-hmm.
for the direction to draw me to where I need to be.
Yeah.
And my advice is we think, Bugamina, we choose the shows. We
Yes.
think you get a call and you say yes. No, the shows choose us.
Mm-hmm.
That is the blatant truth.
True.
So you need to portray yourself so choosable because you're content with who you are. Make yourself so choosable that the right
Mm.
shows choose you. And be open for rejection. It's gonna come. Everyone goes
Oh
through
yeah,
it.
everyone goes through that.
And there's no remedy for it. And you need to go through it. And you need to
Mm.
go through it. And always remember there's always someone better than you. But you need to make yourself so indifferent that mangekho sethi namanje I'm sure they're going, where's Mmabatho? Not because I'm special,
Yeah.
but because of the energy and the element I bring. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to be anyone else.
Mhm.
I am myself.
Mhm.
It's okay to be yourself. It's Ubugamina who's gonna get the job,
Mhm.
not the idea or the perception or the facade of Ubugamina.
Mhm.
That's my advice to everyone. It's okay to
Mhm.
be a small town girl. You are going to make it.
Ah, Mmabatho, thank you so much. Ke a leboga gagolo gore o tle ko podcast yaka. Ke go rata kangaka. Ke go rata ko rato la love
Okay,
wena.
please forgive all the Sotho people.
No, I'm learning here. Am I speaking Sotho? I thought I was speaking Tswana.
So, okay. Just before we go, guys,
Yeah.
I'm from Soshanguve. Just to explain it to everyone. It's not just a word. So means Sotho. Sha means Shangani. Ngu, Nguni. Ve, Venda. Soshanguve. So all of these languages are all in Soshanguve.
Nguve,
So that's why when we used to
yes.
speak Vernac, I used to bounce from Zulu.
Yeah.
So we've
Yeah.
now formed our own language there.
Yeah.
So there isn't any raw language I speak. I mix from growing up. I can ngithi yes bengihlezi
Ehe,
bengikatola
ehe,
kontle.
ehe.
Do you see? It's
Yeah,
a sentence for
yeah.
me, and my mind doesn't even register. So I don't speak
Mm.
a clean language. Everything for me is a mixture
It's a mixture.
of Zulu, Sotho, whatever, based on where I come from.
I just learned something. I didn't know that about social group.
Yes, yes,
But
yeah.
Nyaktanda, thank you so much
Uthandwa
for
yini?
coming through. Thank you for everything, man.
Thank
You do for
you.
this
Thank
industry.
you.
Ngiyazithini. Ngiyekuthanda, love.
Asibonge, thank you so much, Bugamina. Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate you so much.
No
Ngiyabonga.
problem.
Thank you.
Guys at home, thank you for watching. Tune again for the next episode. I have a wonderful guest for you. I know you're going to love the conversations we're having there. Go to your family and friends and ask them to subscribe, like, and comment. Ngikuthanda, love. Bye.
Bye.
Mmabatho!
Oh, thank you for that. Hey.
Ngiyabonga. Thank you for staying this long, for liking, subscribing, and sharing with your family and friends. You can follow me on TikTok, which is Bugamina_Fanele, and also on my Instagram, which is Bugamina_Fanele. Come back again in my next episode. Nginithanda ngothando lukaLove. Thank you for staying this long, for liking, subscribing, and sharing with your family and friends. You can follow me on TikTok, which is Bugamina_Fanele, and also on my Instagram, which is Bugamina_Fanele. Come back again in my next episode. Nginithanda ngothando lukaLove. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Unscripted Moments with Bukamina Cebekulu, and that is me. If you didn't know, let me do that again.
Guys,
Oh,
you go
guys,
through a lot.
we
You
do.
go through a lot.
We do.
No way, guys.
Okay.
Okay, just hold on. Yeah,
Yes.
I could still hear you. It's just optics. Yeah.
Up to. Oh, okay, cool.
Cool. All right.
I'm a screamer. Do I need it so close to me? I speak very loud.
I can still hear you properly.
Oh, okay.
But it feels like I can't see you though.
I'm a
Yeah.
screamer, mina.
Because I'm seeing you through the thing.
Ngilana,
Ne?
buga mina.
Yabona bakuka nje. It feels like ngibuka this.
So what did you say?
Uthini?
Oh, very.
Why is it? Let's shoot.
I should have gone last. I
Yes.
told you.
Okay.